Hi, my name's Kelsey Caldwell, and I'm on day 30 days of our COVID quarantine. My family and I have been kind of recording videos along the way, and you probably noticed that I've been missing for about 8 days. I haven't recorded a video for 8 days because honestly, I've been processing, feeling really overwhelmed by the expectations around all the things I should be able to do now that I'm staying at home. Uh, yes, that was sarcasm. I thought about recording a video in the last 8 days and realized I was kind of too upset, or maybe being too manipulated and feeling guilty to really record kind of some accurate feelings. So I just gave myself some time to process. And in the first few days, we had to, so kind of what kicked this off is we have done a pretty awesome, we've loved it, gym routine since the beginning of February. We've loved it. It's been going great. But now with quarantine, we can't go to the gym. And so last weekend, we set out on the adventure to find something that was similar at home to the kind of routine we were working at the gym, but that we could do at home. And I realized after a day of research of that, there is just so much marketing out there, and there were so many videos, and there were so many things about so many things you could get done while you were at home. And I started, after a day of kind of looking on the internet and researching, I started realizing I'm feeling a little bit of energy about some of these communication techniques. I'm feeling a little bit of energy about the fact that I'm home. So I should be able to get like everything done that I've ever wanted to get done in the whole wide world because I'm home and I have the time. And on the other side of the coin, I mean, there's part of me that was like, oh my gosh, you're right. I'm not doing my commute time. I'm not blah, blah, blah. What things should I pick up and do? I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to get this done. This has been needing to get done. So on one side, I'm that. On the other side, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm stressed out. I don't feel like I have the time. This is really, and then I'm like, but why? Why am I tired? Why do I not feel like I have the time? Because then I'm back over here and I'm like, why not, Kelsey? Because you really do. You must not be managing your at-home time well, right? Because I'm laughing at myself right now. I'm like, you must not be managing your home time well, because really, if you were, you could get these 27 things done and, do all the things you used to do now that your calendar doesn't have events on it. And then I'm back over here and I'm like, but it doesn't feel like that. I feel maxed. I feel exhausted. I feel overwhelmed. And so I just took a couple days to kind of go, what the heck am I feeling? And why am I feeling this? Some of the things I realized are, before, when I could leave my house, I kind of compartmentalized my time. I had my time in the morning where I went to the gym. And when I was at the gym, I worked out. And I came home and I did my morning routine. Then I went to work and I had my work time and I set my phone off to the side, right? And then after work, I went and did, errands or whatever. And on the weekends, I kind of had time chunks. Like Saturday mornings, I'm working on my master's degree. My first half of Saturday goes to that. Sundays are family day, so we have these different time chunks. And right now, I have no time chunks. It's like everything is just smooshing together in my life. And so I'm task switching all the time, and it makes it difficult to spend a big chunk of time on something to really focus on it and execute it well. So for me, that was a realization about something that's changed and why I don't feel like I have all the extra time that I've bought back. Another thing for me personally is I have 3 kids at home right now that I wouldn't have during the day while working. And my breaks and my lunches are now going to feeding children rather than taking a moment to breathe for myself. I don't get my commute time to like decompress from work after or kind of have a quiet moment before I go to work. I don't get that anymore. It's like kids, work, kids, now to work, then to kids, then to work. So it's just kind of funky, right? And then I realized the other thing for me was these messages, and they're not just coming, when I say marketing, they're not just coming from businesses or people who are trying to sell a product. They're also coming from nonprofit organizations and churches. And I think the messaging a lot of times is unintentionally directed at kind of a push or an unintended feeling of guilt. I don't think that people intend to make you feel mom guilt, when they post about the 3 awesome crafts they did with their kids today. I don't think that's the intention behind it. I know even my husband posted a pic of the little area he has set up for our kids' schooling. And we've had so many people be like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I just don't have anything nearly that great for my kids and I'm struggling. And I just totally wrote back and said, please understand, this is just, we're struggling too. This is just our stab at trying to organize the chaos a little bit, right? I think it can be really easy to unintentionally get the message of I'm not doing enough, I should be better, I should be producing more, I'm not taking enough advantage of this at home time. And you know, in the middle of this week, it was so timely. I always look at Apple News's little articles, and they had an article that they highlighted from another source this week that was just about kind of the push at productivity right now. When the reality is, when we walk away from COVID, when the craziness settles down a little bit and we can walk back into some form of normal, the 97 tasks you got done is really not going to be your measure of success. If you walk out and say, I did it, I made it, you know, we survived it, that's all you have to do. And you may get a couple tasks done in the middle of that. But for me this week, what really helped me, I read that article and it shifted me a little bit. And I went, hold up. When all this is over and done with, what is going to make the difference for me walking out and going, yes, I capitalized on that? Or, crap, I feel drained, I'm done, I'm spent, I have nothing left, and now we're trying to go back into some normal? And for me, the difference is not, part of it for me is like, if I can walk out and say, we made it, that's enough. That is enough. And you know what? If there's a cherry on top that says, not only did we made it, but we built better relationships with the people we're stuck in the house with. I found moments of peace and joy in the middle of the chaos. For me, I kept that amazing relationship that I have with my creator. If I can walk out with those things, oh my gosh. For me, I know for me on the inside, I'm going to feel like, yes, I did it. Now let's go figure out this new norm, this next new norm, right? But if I get done and I've accomplished 357 tasks, I am going to walk out so tired, so empty, still not feeling like I'm enough, still not feeling like I accomplished enough, because my measure of success is how many things can I get done during this time when I really don't have more time. I think we forget to add in all the weird things that are costing us more time right now. For me, I'm working remotely, so technology issues are costing me more time. Getting groceries is costing me more time. It took me 2.5 weeks to find some toilet paper, people. I finally got it today. Random things are costing me more time right now. So some people are at home and they do have some extra time. And some people at home, and they've actually lost time. They don't have the extra time. So when I'm listening to these messages, these communications coming in from individuals, from organizations, from companies, and people who are trying to sell me something, from all these things, I just, number one, for myself, because I can't control anybody else. For myself, I have to go, okay, what am I gonna go? Nope, that's not for me right now. Nope, not going to work on that. That can go on a shelf for later. Nope, that doesn't line up with my value system. What other things am I gonna go, yes, that validates my little filtering system I'm using. That really validates I should do that. Like for me, we started a workout routine this week to replace our gym routine. So it helped me kind of validate, like, yeah, that was something I wanted to hang on to from before. And this helps us do that. For me, because I don't want to be hypocritical and say we're not doing any of these things, because we are. For me, my husband's doing a backyard remodel right now with our vacation money because we're not going to take a vacation. So our kids have a place to play in the backyard. And once I started filtering stuff, I'm like, yes, that gives us family time. That lets the kids play. That's going to bring more peace and joy to my husband and I because the kids have a space. And so all of a sudden, all the messages that are coming in, I can kind of sort through and not just feel overwhelmed. And the other thing that I think, when I think about all those communications, is if you're somebody sending communication out, how can you do it in a way that makes people feel seen and valued and like you're offering a service, rather than guilt tripping them into something they should be accomplishing because they have more time? And again, I don't think we often intentionally create those guilt messages, but sometimes just announcing your schedule. We have this thing going on that you can tune into on Facebook Live at 7 a.m. every day of the week. Like if you can just add one more line that says, for whatever days that fits into your life, for however that can best benefit you. Like that one more sentence, instead of making it feel like, oh my gosh, I need to be there 7 days a week now. You know, I think as Americans, we used to have things on our calendar that said, oh, sorry, I do this during that time. I can't do that. And now that we're all at home, somehow the calendar doesn't exist. And yet it does. We still have to get things done in our day. And so I think some people are having a harder time. I had a little bit of a harder time for a while this week going, yeah, I'm not available at that time. When the reality was I'm having a look at my time different. It's not that I'm not available because I have something else scheduled right then. Maybe it's that I'm not available because I really already have a full day worth of stuff, worth of kids and worth of work and worth of things and moments where I just need to take a breath, right? So whether you're intaking those messages and need to filter them through your own value system, or whether you're pushing those messages out and need to spend some extra energy communicating however this product or this service can benefit you, let's please take some time to be gracious to ourselves in the middle of all of this. We do not need to walk out of this making sure we've accomplished and produced everything that we can with all of the extra time we have at home. We need to walk out of this making sure that we're ready to walk into the next season. And for you, that might be, I want to make sure my relationships are healthy, or I want to make sure I'm healthy, right? Like, what's going to help you walk into the next season when we have to figure out what the new normal looks like? So this is Kelsey. I know this video is a little longer today. I figure I could make up for it for the 8 days I was gone. Anyway, day 30. And I've just needed some time to process and to give myself some grace that I don't need to expect myself to be super mom, and I don't need to expect myself to be super philanthropist that helps with everything for everybody. And I don't need to expect myself to be super friend. I just need to be a good mom and a good friend and a good contributor to the world around me. And that might look really differently for me right now. And that's okay. That's okay that I'm not doing everything and being all things to all people. And I just want to walk away from all of this. And when I get done, go, I'm good. I'm still a crazy, have lots of feelings person, but I found moments of peace and joy along the way. And I loved on my family along the way. And I maintained a relationship with my creator along the way. 5 of those, when I walk out of this, I made it. I was successful. So I just want to encourage you to decide, what are those success metrics for yourself? And use those as your value system to start filtering what adds value. And you're like, yeah, I might want to take that on right now. And what's just like, nope, not right now. Nope. And don't be afraid to, with some messaging, be like, yeah, I'm not buying into that guilt trip right now. And that's okay. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you know that you're amazing and you don't have to be all things to all people, and you don't have to get 900,000 tasks done right now. we all just got to make it together. All right, stay 30. I'll talk to you soon.